This is BarkBath, the portable dog washing system by Bissell. Let's check it out in today's review. All right, this is the original BarkBath. They did just put out a new version, the BarkBath QT, which the only difference I can see is it has a quieter motor. The good thing is if you're not worried about a louder motor, you can probably find the original on sale like I did. If you are worried about the motor, then they have a new QT version, which you might want to check that out. All right, we gotta get this set up here. So I'm looking at the instructions. First thing is on the front here, we have a hose clip. Easy. I'm already to step 2, that's great. And the screwdriver. This piece has to go on the back. Oh, you're not gonna go on easy, are you? Not gonna be easy, nope. No, you're just not gonna be easy. They give you one thing to assemble and it's not easy. They're pretty adamant about using Bissell No Rinse dog shampoo. Next up, we have to prepare the cleaner. We're gonna fill up with water. Okay, it shows to put the microfiber pad on the floor, which I've just done. Hold the hose over the mat and press the trigger for 15 to 20 seconds. Sounds like a vacuum. Next up, we attach the bathing tool. So next up, unscrew the cap of the shampoo reservoir to unattach it from the bathing tool. Guess they mean this cap right here. You're supposed to add shampoo, which is included, by the way. Don't go out looking for it, because I found it in the box, in the accessories box. They don't really say how much to include. I guess I'm gonna take a guess. Does that look right to you? Looks right to me. It just says, since every dog's unique, start it by adding a small amount. All right, I guess that's a small amount. They say to put it horizontal and, is that right? That can't be right. Is that right? Maybe that is right. Oh, there we go. Sweet. I've got to prime it one more time. Now I think I'm ready to go. So first I wanted to see how it worked on my big 85-pound 3-year-old golden retriever named Bailey, so here's how it went with her. All right, Bailey's not usually scared by loud sounds. I vacuum around her all the time, but I'm gonna put it inside the door just in case, kind of dampen the sound a little bit. I'm gonna turn it on. It's starting to smell a little bit like wet dog out here. Bailey, come here. I can sit. I have it on the shampoo mode right now, not the rinse. You can see the water going in there. Let's get the back. Well, there she goes. Come here. So you push the button. And then if you don't push the button, it just sucks the water off. You're doing good, Bailey. Now I'm starting to smell the shampoo smell. Before all I smelled was wet dog, but now it's starting to smell like shampoo, which is a good thing. I think the instructions call these drying strokes. I'm getting hair, look at that, all over me. Look at that hair. I'm gonna stop for right now, kind of assess how much is in there, and assess how clean I got her, because I can't really tell because she's kind of jumping around. Look, she's acting kind of crazy right now. Bailey, are you clean? Are you clean, Bailey? Because she was a little bit excited, so I'm just going to brush her out. She's a little bit damp. I'll do her underside when she calms down a little bit. She's a little bit excited right now, which is not unusual for Bailey. Let me take a sniff here. Well, she kind of still smells a little bit like half like shampoo and half like wet dog. I really want to get the back, because the back I didn't get, and that's where she sheds the most. Look at that, Bailey. She sees that ball out there. When they go on the outside of the fence, she has to have it. So what I do is I use this Grab It, which I've reviewed in the past. Oh, good girl. All right, I'm gonna keep brushing her, and I'm gonna stop the camera, and I'll come back in a little bit, and I'll hopefully continue to clean her, but for right now, I'm just gonna brush her out, let her calm down a little bit, and keep going. I would say that so far, just from the amount that I washed and I did do, Better than trying to wash from the past, because that's always been a huge task. The thing about brushing her when it's wet is it kind of comes off in a big clump instead of flying around. Treats always work. Sometimes I push the handle to get shampoo on there, sometimes I just use it to dry off. There's also a rinse feature, which I'll also be using. Rinse feature just has water. Right now I'm just drying her off. She's letting me do it though. I don't think I need any more shampoo. Maybe down there I do. So I've got a treat in my hand, so she's sitting still for me. Is that what you want, a treat? Now she's doing well. I kind of wore her out outside. Dry it off a little bit. Uh-oh. There she goes. So now I've got her nice and wet with shampoo down there. Now I'm just drying it off. There she goes. All right, I think we're good for right now. I'm gonna brush her off a little more. It's not full yet. I've done quite a bit and it's not full. It's only to there and that's the full line, so it seems like it can go quite a while. There she goes. She heard a bird. She heard a bird. Oh, there's birds out there. Where's the bird? Here, I'll just brush you like this. You heard a bird, didn't you? Well, your fur looks cleaner, except for on your face, which we got to worry about that later. I didn't get the back too well, and I didn't get up here as much. I kind of got her entire torso. It does look cleaner. It does smell cleaner. I got the cord and the hose sitting out here to see how long they are. It looks like the cord is about, I'm showing a little over 15 feet. Cord's a little over 15 feet. The hose is about 13 feet. So you really have a lot of options as far as the distance goes. You can probably put that in the next room, crack the door, and the dog wouldn't hear it nearly as much. So I think they've definitely considered pets being afraid of the sound of a vacuum when they designed this. Now, if you're grossed out by dirty water, you might want to turn your head for a second because I'm gonna look inside here. Yummy. Nice refreshing dog water. How about that? Who wants to have a sip? That's your water, Bailey. Definitely getting stuff out of there. That's pretty nasty, actually. Good girl. Oh, right, you just licked me. Kind of feel how wet it is, whether I need more or not. There she goes. Oh, there's another bird. One thing you can do is take this plate off for dogs with thick, long, and heavy coats. So I'm going to try that for my next test. Right, so as you can see, these are now longer. This plate was taken off. That's how it was before. That's how it is now. So these spray out the soapy water, so the closer you can get to the skin, the deeper you can get. So we'll see if that works better with Daisy. Next up, I wanted to try Daisy, my 13-year-old golden retriever. Having her sit in place was no problem, but in fact, the biggest problem was that she wasn't moving around, so getting underneath her was a bit of a problem. Here's how that went. Now, this is Daisy, my 13-year-old golden retriever. I know Daisy hasn't been in a lot of my videos because she's kind of old, she sleeps a lot. I wish you could see her when she was younger because she was a lot more energetic, just like Bailey. Oh, look at that good girl. Here's a clip of Daisy when she was younger.
She's too fast!
Get it. Oh! Daisy!
Daisy's gonna be an easier candidate because she's a lot more mellow than Bailey. So let's try it on Daisy. Look how good she's being. It does seem to get deeper without that plate on there. Not as easy to get the paws, the arms over here, because it's not really, the shape isn't really right for that. I am getting water on the floor. It does leak a little bit too, if you see that. Daisy's a little bit hard of hearing, so sound doesn't bother her that much. It's hard because she's laying down, but her legs are really weak. When I push the button, you can see the water is coming in there. See, I'm not pushing the button, and now I'm pushing the button. So she is still damp though. What's nice about that is when they're damp, it's actually easier to get some of the undercoat off when you brush them. I'm going to switch to the rinse cycle, so it's just doing plain water to get some of that soap off, even though it is non-rinse soap. Again, it's kind of hard when she's just laying down, but it's about all I can ask from Daisy. Okay, I've just switched it over to rinse now. This is just water coming out of here. Just plain water now. Daisy's being a good girl. Now I'm just drying it off. I'm not even using the rinse or the shampoo, just drying. They say for with the face, you're supposed to just spray onto this microfiber cloth and kind of wipe them off. We're just going to wipe her off. Okay, I got most of her torso. I didn't get the underside because she's laying down. I'll have to maybe work on that another time. But I think that taking the plate off did do a better job than what I did with Bailey. Of course, I have a much easier temperament with Daisy. Didn't work too much on her face, but that's not really something that the BarkBath is designed for anyways. What I do like is when she's a little bit damp like this, I can actually brush out some of her undercoat and it doesn't fly all over the place. This is a good time to use a de-shedding brush. Yeah, I didn't get this front part of Daisy. I'll have to do that another time. This is the shampoo connector between the device and the actual shampooing head. You can select shampoo, which you'll usually do first, and then you go over to rinse, which is just plain water. Finally, I want to do my little 8-year-old Chihuahua named Elle. She's scared of everything, but the sound didn't bother her because she can't hear. So you can see the thing was huge next to her. It only took a couple passes to really clean her off. So here's how it went with Elle. All right, this is Elle, my 8-year-old Chihuahua, and she's scared of everything, although she is mostly deaf, so the sound doesn't bother her. We're gonna see how it works on a little dog like this. Push the button. You can see the liquid there now. She is a little bit damp. I wouldn't get near her face on that, and her legs are so small, it wouldn't really make a difference. I mean, I feel like I've got most of her body already. I'm just drying right now, I'm not pushing trigger. I think she's doing pretty well. What do you guys think? All right, I think she's done. Actually, she kind of likes this a little bit. She actually seems to like this. She stopped and leaned toward me. Gotta be careful though, because this could go right up against her skin. I'm just barely touching against her. Okay, I think you're done. She's still damp. Oh, now she's liking this. You're free, don't be scared anymore. There she goes. Let me see how she smells. Oh, she smells better. It's like a cross between shampoo and wet dog. I'm gonna compare and see how loud the BarkBath is compared to a couple other vacuums here. Okay, BarkBath. Shark Ion Flex. BarkBath is louder. BarkBath is louder than that one for sure. How about this old vacuum right here? This Dirt Devil. Okay, Dirt Devil. About the same loudness. All right, I think this is about as loud as a regular vacuum. Slightly louder than the Shark Ion Flex, which is kind of touted for its quietness. So, I mean, to me, this is a little green machine with a different hose attachment. Have you seen the little green machine? This looks just like it, except for the differences in the hose attachment. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same thing. If I'm not mistaken, the hose for this could actually fit on the Bissell little green cleaners. So it's too bad they don't just sell the hose as a separate attachment you could add onto those. If you're already an owner of the little green machine, you don't really need this. You just need the hose. I kind of want to see how long it takes to put this thing away, because you're supposed to clean out the hose and shampoo section and everything. So let me time how long it takes from being just used to being completely ready to put away. Here we go. It took me about 4 minutes to put everything away. Let's see what it weighs with water in it. This is with water. 5.6 pounds with water. All right, without water. 4.4 pounds. So as you can see from Bailey and Daisy, it's really good for getting the torsos, but the legs, paws, face, and tail don't really seem like they're designed for something like this. The instructions say to use the cloth to clean their face off with. You don't really need a device to clean your dog's face with a cloth. So in the end, I think that the BarkBath does a pretty good job. Not sure it's going to replace a full grooming session, but if it extends the amount of time between groomings, it could still be worth it to you. It's definitely one of those your mileage may vary products, because the type of dog you have, its age, its size, its type of fur, its temperament are all going to play in to whether this is going to be successful for you. In my case, I think it did pretty well. I'm not sure I would have paid $150 for it. I got it at Bed Bath & Beyond, marked down from $150 to $99 with a 20% coupon down to $80. And I think that's more of a reasonable price for the BarkBath. So the things I like about the BarkBath is you don't have to blow dry them afterward. The fact that they don't get as wet, and you can pretty much do it anywhere you want. Like I did it outside with Bailey. Doing it inside with her would have been a disaster. So that's kind of the nice things about it. I'm not really big on the shampoo because they kind of say you have to use their shampoo or a no rinse shampoo. Those aren't as easy to find, and their shampoo is about $10 a bottle. I wish the shampoo options were a little bit better. If your dog stinks, if it's in between groomings, you want to kind of freshen them up a little bit, it works great. If I had to give an overall rating, I'd say 6.5 out of 10. Have you used the BarkBath or something like it? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Please follow my social profiles as I give you progress pictures, videos, and occasional updates of older products as I go. And please subscribe for more product reviews from me, James White, with Freakin' Reviews.